We were going to chat at the party, but the rich second-generation Wang Yang insisted on playing 2 rounds of poker. At the beginning, everyone was just playing around. After a few rounds, except for Wang Yang, everyone else had basically lost their money. Just when they were about to bet their house and car, I couldn't help but persuade everyone to stop. We were classmates, so there was no need to play so big. The class flower sitting next to Wang Yang glanced at me with disdain. "Shenzhong, do you have the right to speak here? It's none of your business whether others play or not. I advise you not to meddle in other people's business." I was about to refute, but Wang Yang didn't give me a chance to speak. "You are a poor bastard. If you can't afford to play, get out. It's not your turn to speak here." Facing their ridicule, I didn't get angry. Instead, I found a seat and sat down. "Since you are so confident, I will play a few rounds with you." A good class reunion was made a mess by Wang Yang. In just 1 hour, all the money that everyone worked hard for a year went into his pocket. Wang Yang's playing method is simple and rough. He just follows you to the end. He doesn't care what cards you have or how much you pay. He will double it back. This is a typical psychological tactic. He has a lot of money and doesn't consider the consequences. Most people will basically retreat after being bluffed by him. This is why he can fight repeatedly, but today he is harming his former classmates. I can't just sit back and watch. "Shenzhong, you are just a stinky worker. Do you have money to play with us? Don't blame me for not reminding you. Everyone at this table has lost to me. Don't embarrass yourself here with your salary." I smiled and took out an ID card from my pocket. "Although I don't have money, I have time. I am willing to bet all my time in the second half of my life. This should be okay, right?" As soon as the voice fell, the monitor immediately grabbed my hand and said, "Old Shun, don't be impulsive. Wang Yang has a big family. How can you joke about your future?" Those classmates who lost their eyes calmed down at this moment and kindly advised me. "Yes, Shenzhong, the monitor is right. We all appreciate your kindness, and we will never play with him again." That's right, Wang Yang lost at most 1 month's pocket money, and if you lose, your life will be completely over. Hearing their words, I felt warm in my heart, and I became more determined to teach Wang Yang a lesson. I gently patted the monitor's hand, signaling him to rest assured, and then I shouted at the top of my voice, "Wang Yang, you have won all night. It shouldn't matter if I lose this time." Wang Yang put on a fearless look. "Come on, who is afraid of you? Someone wants to be my dog. How can I refuse? But before that, I must remind you that if you lose, you have to do whatever I ask you to do in the future. Even if I ask you to eat shit, you have to lick it clean for me." I didn't get angry when I heard Wang Yang's words, but there was a faint smile on my face. "Okay, no problem, but I also have a condition." I suddenly changed the subject. "If you lose, you must return the things you won from other students intact." As soon as I finished speaking, Wang Yang laughed out loud. "Ha ha ha ha. Shen hasn't started yet. You have already thought about what to win. You don't think you will win for sure." Although I do think so in my heart, I will definitely not reveal my true level in front of so many people. I pretended to be calm and looked at him. Before the result came out, everything was unknown. Maybe I was lucky today. The class flower leaned on Wang Yang's shoulder and sneered. "Shenzhong, you will pay for your impulse soon." I didn't comment. I smiled and said, "Who will pay for whom? It's not certain yet. Let's wait and see." After that, I stopped talking nonsense and sat directly opposite Wang Yang. I could just see his expression. "Deal the cards. Let me teach you a lesson today." As soon as the cards were dealt, Wang Yang didn't even look at them. He threw a stack of money in the middle. 100,000 should be no problem to buy you 10 years. I picked up the cards with a smile, and deliberately showed one card to Wang Yang in the process. It seems that Wang Xiao's luck is not as good as mine this time. 10 years is too short. Just go straight to 50 years. What? As soon as I finished speaking, everyone around me dropped their jaws in shock. Are you crazy? How could Shenzhong say that everything was good at the beginning? Do you know how to play? No matter how willful you are, don't joke with your future. If you lose this time, your second half of life will be ruined. Even if your cards are big, you should play slowly and steadily. If Wang Yang doesn't follow you directly, a good hand of cards will be wasted by you. Wang Yang didn't expect that I was so bold and played so hard in the first hand. His eyes began to hesitate. After I caught his subtle changes in expression, I continued to put pressure on him. I said, "Wang Shang, why are you hesitating at the beginning of the first hand? This is not like your previous style. When you played with other classmates before, weren't you quite straightforward? No matter who it was, you would follow to the end. Why are you so cowardly when it comes to me? Can you do it? If not, throw away the cards. Let's play the next round. My time is very precious." While mocking him, I deliberately held the cards in my hand, showing that I was determined to win. "Mr. Shen, you are so cruel. I don't want this round. You're lucky for the first time. I don't believe you'll have this luck every time from now on." Wang Yang gritted his teeth and threw the cards on the table, looking nonchalant. The moment he gave up, I generously turned over my cards and showed them to everyone. "Oh, I'm so sorry, I was dazzled just now. It turns out that my cards are nothing. I turned over Wang Yang's cards as well. Wow, Mr. Wang, is there something wrong with your eyes? You got a pair. Are you willing to throw away such cards? Wang Yang stared with his big eyes, his gaze fixed on the table. No, this is impossible. You only have 1K. How are you going to play? I couldn't help but narrow my eyes, Mr. Wang. It seems that we didn't have any rules for the rules before. It's obviously you who are timid and don't dare to follow. Otherwise, after this game, I am already yours. Wang Yang was so angry that he pointed at my nose and cursed. You Shun, are you playing psychological tactics with me? He rolled up his sleeves as he spoke. Go on, I'm going to see today if you can win their things back. Seeing Wang Yang's emotions gradually getting out of control, I raised my eyebrows lightly. Don't be angry, Mr. Wang, maybe I'm lucky this time. The more sarcastic I was, the uglier Wang Yang's expression became. In the end, he simply stood up from his seat. Don't fucking talk nonsense to me, deal the cards quickly. The gambler's mentality was fully reflected in him. Before, he made a lot of money with his strong capital, but now he is playing with me, a poor loser with nothing, but he is so anxious that I almost couldn't help laughing on the spot. After the second hand of cards was dealt, I didn't even look at it. I just leaned back in my seat and started playing with my phone. After Wang Yang's failure in the last round, he took the initiative to look at the cards for once. I observed his facial expression through the camera of my phone. Just when he was about to speak, I threw the cards away with my backhand. I forfeited this time, you won. Wang Yang was stunned by my operation on the spot. Mr. Shun, what the hell do you mean? I spread out my hands, confused. It doesn't mean anything. I just think that Mr. Wang's cards should be very big this time. I can't beat them, so I forfeited. Wang Yang slammed the cards on the table fiercely. You dare to play with me? Believe it or not, I will not let you leave this door today. I slowly raised my head and said calmly, how come the eldest master of the Wang family can't afford to lose, and you want to start cheating, right? I don't think my cards are as big as yours, so if I don't follow you, is there a reason why I have to play cards with Wang Xiao? I pointed to the classmates who were watching around me. Wang Xiao, there are so many eyes watching you here. You must pay attention to protecting your glorious image. I was just helping them. My classmates are grateful to me and are naturally willing to speak for me. What Shenzhong said is right. Playing cards is a matter of mutual consent. There is no reason to force it. That's right, I didn't see you so angry when we played before. You're not afraid, are you? There is nothing wrong with Shenzhong's way of playing. Wang Yang, if you can't afford to play, don't play. Don't give me a lot of excuses. Although everyone is afraid of this school bully, as long as someone dares to take the lead, the fear in their hearts will naturally not be that great. Wang Yang everyone was speechless and their faces flushed red. The class beauty next to him kept wiping his sweat. Shenzhong likes to play psychological tactics with me, right? Don't be too proud too soon. I have plenty of money to spend with you slowly. I want to see whether your tactics are effective or I have more money. I suppressed my inner excitement and spoke slowly. Since Mr. Wang said so, I have no choice but to risk my life to accompany the gentleman. In each of the following rounds, I only took a look at the cards and gave up directly, not giving Wang Yang a chance to open his cards. Seeing that there were fewer and fewer chips on the table, the classmates around me couldn't help but whispered in my ear, Xiao Shan, it's not a good idea for you to continue playing like this. You always don't look at the cards on the opposite side. How do you know that you can't beat the opposite side? Yes, it's not too late to throw it away even if you take a look and think it's not good. If you keep falling like this, you will lose to him in just a few rounds. Facing these doubts, I just smiled and didn't respond, because I clearly felt that Wang Yang, who was sitting opposite me, began to get carried away. Wait, just when Wang Yang thought that I would fold this time, I reached out to stop him. Sorry, you want to follow me this time? As soon as I said that, Wang Yang's face changed immediately. He folded more than 10 times in a row, but this time I want to follow. In Wang Yang's mind, he must think that I have a big hand this time. He carefully glanced at the cards in his hand, then turned his gaze to me, while my expression never changed from beginning to end, and I looked nonchalant. Wang Yang was probably afraid that I would play psychological tactics with him again, and his eyes revealed hesitation. I held the cards tightly in my hand and put the table. He pushed out all the remaining chips on the table and said confidently, My lord, it's getting late. How about we decide the outcome in one game? Wang Yang observed me for more than a minute, then took a deep puff of his cigarette and slowly opened his mouth. He tried to provoke me, but he failed. After he said this, he turned the cards upside down on the table and said, I forfeit this time. I don't want to compete with you. I sneered and turned over the cards in front of him. I'm sorry, I made a mistake again this time. Turns out that I have nothing again. Fuck you, you are fucking playing tricks on me. Wang Yang stood up from the bench in anger. He gasped and pointed at my nose and cursed. Shun, you fucking dare to play dirty with me? Believe it or not, I will chop off your hand right now. As soon as he finished speaking, the door of the box was kicked open and a dozen burly men in black people stood in a row behind Wang Yang. His expression gradually became ferocious. You bastard, don't you like Rhine? I really won't tolerate you today, he said, and he waved his hand. The black-clad bodyguards surrounded me in an instant. I looked at Wang Yang expressionlessly. Young Master Wang can't win, so you're ready to take action, right? At this moment, Wang Yang almost lost his mind and couldn't listen at all. Don't fucking talk nonsense to me, I won't fall for it. Before I could open my mouth, the classmates around me stood in front of me one after another. Wang Yang, I'm warning you, if you dare to touch a hair of Shenzhong today, I will call the police immediately. Also, I was bullied by you when I was in school, and I have to endure your anger when I grow up. I'm going to give it up today. It's obvious that you can't afford to lose, and now you're cheating again. In the future, everyone don't play with this kind of person. The eyes of the masses are sharp. Even though Wang Yang has a good family background, what he did is already a serious crime. Except for the class beauty who is sitting next to him at the moment, the rest of the classmates are standing in front of me. Wang Yang's family is rich, he can indeed break my hand easily, and if he can't, he can just pay some money and that's it. But now there are nearly 20 classmates in the box, although their family background is not as good as Wang Yang, but they have more people. He can spend money to deal with one person, but with more than 20 people, it is no longer a matter that money can settle. I guess Wang Yang didn't expect that so many people would stand up to help me for just a poker game. His expression looked obviously panicked. Seeing that the time was almost ripe, he slowly stood up and walked to the front of the crowd. Wang, since you think I'm playing psychological tactics on you, how about this? Let's play one last round. No one needs to look at the cards, just compare the size. Whoever loses will fulfill the previous promise. Okay? Just when Wang Yang lowered his head to think, the class beauty who had been quiet all night stood up. Shenzhong, who do you think you are? And how dare you yell in front of Brother Yang? Halfway through his words, he suddenly turned his head to look at Wang Yang. Brother Yang, I believe in you, let's bet with him this last time. His actions were simply equivalent to roasting Wang Yang on the fire. At this moment, Wang Yang didn't know whether to advance or retreat, and finally had to bite the bullet and agree. Everyone's eyes were focused on the table at this moment. Wang Yang looked at the cards first. The first two cards he turned over were the same. He was so excited that he directly said in front of the whole class of noodles, hugged the class beauty and started to eat them. His face was full of lipstick marks. When Wang Yang turned over the last card, everyone present gasped. All three cards were the same. This was too exaggerated. How could Wang Yang's luck be so good? He was finished. Shenzhong would most likely lose if there was no miracle. Judging from Wang Yang's current cards, the probability of choosing him to win was less than 0.1%. Wang Yang excitedly stood on the table and began to dance. Choosing, I will let you know how it feels to be a dog later. The class beauty was also excited at this moment. She threw herself into Wang Yang's arms, hugged his head and kissed him fiercely. Dear, you are so awesome. I knew you would lose. I waited for everyone to calm down, tapped the table with my fingers a few times. Hey, can you two be quiet for a while next? Why are you so excited? Who just said that I would lose? I haven't opened the cards yet. After saying that, I slowly turned over the playing cards one by one in front of everyone, until the moment the last card was turned over. Everyone held their breath as the person involved, Wang Yang. His face turned pale with fright. Shenzhong, how dare you do anything? Wang Yang stared at me in amazement, his eyes full of fear. Shun, tell me the truth, are you cheating? I rolled my eyes at him and couldn't help but said back, Wang Xiao, were you too excited just now? And your brain was damaged. I won't be cheating if I win. So many eyes are watching. I didn't move at all. How could I change the cards? You brought the cards yourself. And you were the one who dealt the cards. I didn't touch anything from beginning to end. Don't try to slander me. As soon as these words came out, they instantly resonated with the classmates. Yes, the one who proposed playing poker was Wang Yang and Shenzhong from the beginning. They just joined in the middle. We all saw it with our own eyes. Shenzhong didn't even touch the cards. How could there be a problem? Wang Yang, you keep saying that others are cheating. I think you are the one who can't afford to lose the most. As the discussions around him grew louder, Wang Yang's face became uglier. He felt that he was sure to win the game the previous second, but he was slapped in the face the next second just like a volcano car, up and down. Wang Yang should have a deep understanding of this feeling now. Wang Shang, you heard it all. Everyone here can testify for me that I didn't do anything. If you really think there is a problem, you can adjust the surveillance or ask the bodyguards behind me. Have I ever touched playing cards? You are a famous rich second generation in Kyoto after all. You will not default on the debt for such a small amount of money, right? Wang Yang came to his senses and stared at me with gritted teeth. I can return the things to them, but you have to leave them to me. After hearing his words, everyone was furious on the spot, accusing him of not being able to afford to lose and taking revenge on personal gain. But how could Wang Yang, who was already furious, give up? He ignored anyone's dissuasion and ordered the bodyguards to squat at the door of the box. Then he swept the whole audience with bloodshot eyes. I give you two choices. Either take the things that belong to you and leave, or stay and accompany Shenzhong to be beaten together. Faced with such a strong Wang Yang, the classmates began to hesitate. Although I got their things back, the money was only an external thing. Once it's related to one's own safety, the human brain will begin to weigh the pros and cons. I can't blame them because I was the one who started this matter, and I should be the one to finish it. I looked at the hesitant classmates around me and spoke slowly. Don't panic, Wang Yang doesn't dare to do anything to me. Don't worry everyone. My voice was not small. Wang Yang, as the person involved, must have heard it, but after he heard it, his anger became even stronger. Who do you think you are? You are still pretending to be stupid in front of me. Hold on, believe it or not, I will have someone break your hand right now. I hooked my lips and looked calm. I don't believe that my attitude completely angered Wang Yang. He turned around abruptly, took the iron rod from the bodyguard, and rushed towards me aggressively. At the critical moment, the door of the box was suddenly pushed. The party started, and everyone turned their heads to look at the door. Dad, why are you here? Wang Yang's call of dad scared everyone present. How could Wang Jianlin, the richest man in Jinhai City, come to attend such an ordinary class reunion? Who else but Wang Yang has such a big face here? But Wang Yang's performance just now clearly showed that he didn't know why his father suddenly appeared. Everyone who didn't have time to think had to stand in a row obediently with their hands behind their backs. I was the only one sitting in my seat silently motionless. Upon seeing this, Wang Yang immediately shouted at me. Shun, stand up quickly. Did you see who came? I smiled slightly. Did you see Wang Jianlin, your biggest backer? When this was said, everyone present, including Wang Yang, dropped their jaws. You dare to call my dad's name directly? You are simply looking for death. Wang Yang was the first to react. He rushed towards me with the iron rod he had just used. But before he got close, a deep voice came from behind him. Stop! Wang Jianlin shouted at his son. Wang Yang was surprised. Dad, Didn't you hear him calling your name and mocking you just now? I just wanted to teach him a lesson for you. Why did you stop me? Wang Yang's tone was very anxious. It felt like you were just one step away from scoring but someone told you not to shoot. Wang Jianlin looked at his son with an unclear expression and spoke in an unquestionable tone. Hurry up and give it to me, I said. Get lost. Even if Wang Yang was angry, he didn't dare to disobey his father. He glared at me fiercely, ran back dejectedly, and stood beside Wang Jianlin. Dad, what's wrong with you today? Did you hear or see Shenzhou's attitude towards you just now? Before he could finish his words, Wang Jianlin slapped Wang Yang in the face. You bastard, have you ever done anything decent except let me clean up your mess? Do you have the right to call Mr. Shen by his name? Get lost and apologize right now. Wang Jianlin looked so disappointed in himself that everyone present was scared. His son Wang Yang was even more stunned by the slap. Dad Shenzhou? Wang Yang just opened his mouth and didn't say a few words when he heard another slap. Wang Jianlin slapped him again. Don't let me repeat it a second time, call him Mr. Shen. Wang Yang was slapped twice in a row. The anger he had been holding back should have disappeared. He looked at me from afar through the crowd, his eyes full of surprise. Dad, did you recognize the wrong person? Shenzhou is my high school classmate, not Mr. Shen. Wang Jianlin saw his son in such a miserable state, sighed deeply, and had to come to me in person. Mr. Shen, my son, he has eyes Wuju. I'm sorry for offending you, please forgive me. After saying that, Wang Jianlin bowed deeply to me in front of everyone. His action made everyone's jaw drop. Damn, am I dazzled? He is the richest man in Jinhai. Why does he seem to be afraid of Shenzhou? Yes, just now Mr. Wang slapped his son twice, which stunned me. Does Shenzhou really have an amazing status? More than amazing, even Wang Jianlin has to be polite in front of him. Just think about how awesome Shenzhou's status is. I sat on the bench, tapping my fingers rhythmically. I looked at the table for a long while and slowly raised my head. Mr. Wang, your son not only has a bad temper, but he also has dirty hands and feet. As soon as I finished speaking, Wang Jianlin's face changed. He wiped the cold sweat from his forehead and spoke carefully. Mr. Shen, I'm really sorry. Wang Yang has been spoiled by his mother since he was a child. He doesn't know the height of the world at all. I heard about what happened today when I came here. I am willing to pay 10 times the compensation. I don't know if Mr. Shen is satisfied with my handling of the matter. I sneered and said 10 times the compensation. Mr. Wang, do you think I, Shenzhou, lack this little money from you? My tone was neither cold nor indifferent. But after hearing this, Wang Jianlin was so scared that he almost couldn't stand still. No, Mr. Shen, I absolutely didn't mean that. I just wanted to apologize for my son. I definitely didn't mean to look down on you. The more humble Wang Jianlin's tone was, the more complicated Wang Yang's mood was at the moment. At this moment he could only stare at me blankly. I guess he didn't even have the most basic thinking ability. He was showing off in front of me the previous second, and the next second, his father's greatest reliance could only bend down and stand in front of me. Wang Yang probably wanted to find a hole to crawl into at this moment, so as not to embarrass himself here. Even the class flower who just admired him the most has now he abandoned me and hid in the corner trembling. Mr. Wang, originally I just wanted to teach your son a lesson, but I didn't expect this kid to have such a bad temper, and actually wanted to use force against me. Do you know what he said before you came? He said he would break my hand. What do you think I should do? Wang Jianlin's face turned pale after hearing this. Mr. Shen, can you please let him go this time for the sake of our friendship? I smiled and shook my head. I'm afraid it won't work. Mr. Wang, your son is just unlucky and met me. If it were someone else today, what do you think the result would be? Well, we are all adults and we should pay for our actions. After listening to what I said, Wang Jianlin pondered for a long time and slowly spoke. What is Mr. Shen going to do with me? He asked carefully for fear of saying one more wrong word. I stretched out my right hand and looked at it. His tone was very flat. How about this, Mr. Wang, since you have come here in person, let's be fair. Break one hand and then send it to the police station. You should know what he did. What? Wang Yang, who was hiding at the back of the crowd, jumped up when he heard what I said. Dad, you can't listen to him. I'm my biological son. Wang Jianlin kept his head down. I couldn't see his expression, but from his heavy breathing, he should be thinking, Mr. Shen, do you have any other solution? How about I let him kowtow to you and apologize until you are satisfied? Or I send him abroad. When you forgive him, I will let him come back. I can hear from his tone that he wants to make a final struggle for his son. If it were an ordinary person, I would have agreed at a loss, but Wang Yang is different. He has been bullying people all day long since he was in high school, and the people he has hurt are countless. The most important thing is that he even hurt his own. My high school classmate also cheated. From the beginning when he proposed playing cards, I found something wrong. No matter how bad the luck of others was, they would not be suppressed by Wang Yang every time. Until I saw the class beauty wearing contact lenses, everything became clear. The deck of cards in Wang Yang's hand was specially treated. You can see the cards clearly with the special contact lenses. No wonder Wang Yang would whisper to the class beauty every time he looked at the cards. It turned out that the two of them had colluded long ago. One was responsible for playing and the other was responsible for watching. If someone like Wang Yang is let off this time, maybe more people will be affected in the future. His cruelty, Mr. Wang, don't say that I didn't give your son a chance. I'm giving you two choices today. Do you want to protect the Wang group or your son? You can only choose one. As soon as I finished speaking, Wang Yang rushed over, rolling and crawling. Dad, didn't you hear that he was deliberately provoking the relationship between us father and son? Don't forget that this is in Jinhai, in our Wang family's territory. We don't have to be afraid of him at all. I don't want to go to jail, Dad. You should think of a way quickly, even if it costs money. I don't know where Wang Yang got the confidence from. I just want to know what Wang Jinlin's reaction would be after hearing what his son said. In response, he first glared at Wang Yang fiercely, then sighed deeply, and finally looked at me helplessly. Mr. Shun, I have made up my mind. I choose to protect the Wang family. I will do as you say. After that, Wang Jiaming took the iron rod from the bodyguard and swung it directly at Wang Yang without saying a word. Before everyone could react to what was going on, they only heard a cry, and Wang Yang fell to the ground, holding his right hand and rolling on the spot. I guess he hated me in his heart at this moment. Seeing this scene, I couldn't help but applaud. It seems that Mr. Wang's choice is correct. Wang Yang lay on the ground, shouting at Wang Jiaming at the top of his lungs, "Dad, who is Shenzhong? Even you can't do anything about him." Wang Jiaming looked at his son with a distressed face. "Son, don't blame Dad for being cruel. Blame yourself for offending someone you shouldn't offend. Your classmate's surname is Shun, and the leader of our cabinet is also surnamed Shun. Do you understand?" After saying that, he wiped the tears from the corners of his eyes, turned his head and looked at me. "Mr. Shun, I will hand him over to the police right away, and I hope you won't venture anger on the Wang family in the future." I smiled and made a gesture of invitation. "Don't worry, Mr. Wang, I keep my word and won't embarrass your Wang family." As soon as I finished speaking, Wang Jianlin immediately had Wang Yang carried out of the box, without saying a single extra word in the middle, as if she was afraid that I would regret it if I was a step later. The moment Wang Jianlin and his group left the box, the class beauty knelt down in front of me and cried miserably. "Mr. Shen, I know I was wrong. I was confused for a moment and helped Wang Yang do these things. After all, we have been classmates for 3 years. For the sake of our past friendship, can you forgive me this time? I am most afraid of women crying. I will feel soft-hearted when they cry, but the class beauty is different. I have never regarded her as a woman from beginning to end. Whether I forgive you or not is not up to me alone. You also have to ask this person behind me. These classmates, you and Wang Yang, have teamed up to cheat them of their money, which has violated the law. No one can save you. The reason why I kept you until the end is that I wanted them to deal with you personally." After hearing what I said, the class beauty's face turned pale with fear. He kept banging his head on the ground, just to beg for forgiveness from his classmates. However, this class reunion is supposed to be a happy thing, but there are always people with bad intentions who want to make money through this. People like this are not worthy of being classmates at all. Sure enough, most people thought the same as I did. They were too lazy to pay attention to the class beauty's pleas, and some people even I took out my cell phone and called the police. The police arrived soon. Wang Yang probably hadn't had time to find someone to delete the surveillance video in the box. Soon the police locked the suspect through the surveillance video. After everything was over, my classmates took out some of the money they had previously paid to express their gratitude to me. While I waved my hand to refuse, I also reminded them that it is not easy for everyone to make money these days. Don't give up your year's hard work because of a momentary impulse. Always remember a saying that pie will never fall from the sky. Be down to earth and do things honestly, otherwise you will lose everything.